Hey guys, iirix44 here, and I'm bringing you another deck tech about affinity, mostly. It's the cheaper version, because when I built it, I didn't have a lot of money, so I went the cheap road, Broodstar. Yeah, the other one's Arcbound Ravager. Very, very heavily played in Modern. It's a great card. The deck is great. It's so good they banned artifact land. It's just a land that's an artifact, and they banned it. It was so good. But I went with Broodstar because that's what I had. I didn't get any of the Ravagers. These are the cards I got at the time, so I just went with Broodstar. But anyway, let's get started with it. We have, for draw power, 4, the Dalkin Archmage. When you play an artifact spell, draw a card. Note, you have to play an artifact spell. Lands don't count. So when you draw into a land, artifact or not, that's a bummer. You need to play an Ornithopter or a Frogmite. No land, so. Then we have Broodstar. 8 and 2 blue. Very expensive, but he has affinity for artifacts. So the more artifacts you have in play, the less he costs, to a minimum of 2 blue. He's star. His power and toughness is equal to the number of artifacts you control, and he is flying. So, at best, as far as cost, he'll cost you 2 blue, and then he could be at 10-10 flying for 2 blue. And that is why you will see 4 of them in here. He was also 50 cents, I believe, at the time. So, that's another reason why you see 4 and 0 Arcbound Ravagers. We have Thoughtcast. 4 and a blue, affinity for artifacts, so cost 1 less for every artifact you control. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them. Usually, it was a blue to draw 2. Insanely powerful. Now we have Ornithopter. You go ahead and ignore that name down there on the bottom. That was one of my friends back in school. He signed it. Yeah. Ornithopter. I have 4 of them here. Because it costs 0, you know, and it's a 0-2 flying. And I'll explain the combo later with him. Frogmite. Affinity for artifacts. So it's a 4 for a 2-2. Got an inked one here and a hollow one. We have Myr Enforcer. 7 for a 4-4. Affinity for artifacts. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is inked. Lotus Petal. Costs 0 to play. Sacrifice it. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chrome Mox. Imprint a card. It costs 0. When it comes into play, you imprint. So you remove a non-artifact, non-land card in your hand from the game. And then, or you may. That's important. You don't have to. You may. You don't have to. Tap it, add 1 mana of any of the imprinted cards' colors to your mana pool. 5-color deck, you get rid of a 5-color card, but you can get any mana. Obviously, I only took blue in here, so. Chrome Mox, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Soul Ring, straightforward. Cost 1, tap it, add 2 to colorless to your pool. 1, 2, 3, 4 Soul Ring. Lightning Greaves. 2 to play, 0 to equip. Equip creatures haste and shroud. This is just, it's not necessary, but it's great when you get it down, and you get it down quick. Because I played a game where I ended it on turn played a game I ended on turn 2. And not because I flicked their cards away like I did my Greaves. But I drew a lot of cards, and I dropped Broodstar with Lightning Greaves, and just smashed him, because gave haste, and I think it was like a 14 power, plus all the Frogmites, and the Myr Enforcer, and the Ornithopter I had powered up. I also had in play, so anyway, I have here 2, 3, 4 Lightning Greaves. Then we have Cranial Plating. To back up, where is he? Not far enough. Ornithopter. Okay. With cranial plating, it powers up your creature. It costs 2 to play. It costs 2 black to equip at instant speed, or you can equip it for 1 colorless at sorcery speed. When you equipped it, the equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. So with Ornithopter, at worst, these 2 in play, he'd be a 2/2 flying. That's at the worst. It's not bad. Basically, it costs you 3 mana for a 2/2 flying, and you need 2 cards. Really not that bad. But when you have, let's say, these in play, now it's insane. So you take an Ornithopter and a cranial plating, and by mixing them together, you made a Broodstar. Or you can just stick them on Broodstar, and then it doubles his power. So it goes without saying, I have 4 cranial platings in here. Tooth of Chiscoria. It's not important. It's not necessary. It's affinity. Cost 3. It has affinity for artifacts. It has flash. Tap. Target creature gets +1/+0. That's it. Nothing special. But I am running 4 with an inked one because I get bored. So yeah. Lands. I have Darksteel Citadel. 2, 3 of them. Vault of Whispers. 1, 2 of those. Seed of the Synod. 4 for sure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this one, this is where you kind of have to question when I said I don't have money for the expensive cards. I have 2 Tolarian Academy here, and those are not cheap. I bought those years after, so they weren't in the deck before. Instead, I had Vault of the Whisper. What was it? Darksteel Citadel or Vault of Whispers. That's what I used. But I had money, and I just kind of splurged. About 2 Tolarian Academies. But anyway, you tap it. It's a legendary land, so you can't have both them. But you tap it, add a blue to your mana pool for each artifact you control. 2 of those. And then last, Glimmer Void. At end of turn, if you have no artifacts, sacrifice it. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And that finishes off my Broodstar deck. The thing that was great about the deck, at least I thought was great about the deck, was my land being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 land in here. 4 Chrome Mox, 4 Lotus Petal. There's 12 land. And it works. I always thought that was amazing. To build a deck with 12 land, and it's efficient. It works. You know? But maybe I'm the only one that's really surprised by that. But anyway, there's my Broodstar deck. Haven't played it in a long time. I'm sure it'd be outrun now, because the last time I played it was like 2007. So yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, there's the deck. If you guys like seeing that, you can go ahead and copy. I don't care. Do me a favor though. If you do copy it, give me a like. Make a comment on it if you have any suggestions. And subscribe to the channel. And you guys do me another favor. Have a great day.